Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and this right here behind me is the Hisense U7SG 4K ULED mini LED TV. Now this TV right here ranges from the sizes of 55 inches all the way up to a massive 116 inches. Yeah, I know, it's like having a movie theater inside your home. But the U7SG right here comes with a native 165 hertz display. We got full array local dimming, Dolby Vision gaming, HDR10 compatibility, HDR10 plus. We got Dolby Atmos, a motion rate 480, up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, a 2.1.2 multi-channel surround sound audio. We got Google TV. It works with Amazon Alexa and Apple HomeKit as well. Okay, now let me start off with picture quality, because I gotta say this TV actually really surprised me. So starting off with just the overall display, this is an anti-glare matte display. So yes, it does have an anti-glare coating, but it is also a matte finish as well. It's not like the glossy displays that do come, with the anti-glare coating, but you can still kind of see reflections. No, this one completely hides any type of reflection that you may see on another TV that does not have a matte display. Now, I will say that you can see more of a light glare, I guess you would say. Like, for instance, I have a window, or two windows, I should say. I got my sliding door and then a window right next to the TV. So if I sit off far to the left, I could see the light glare coming from the window onto the TV. It's not really a reflection, it's just more of a light glare. So you will get the glares, you just won't get the full-on reflections. Even when the screen is off, you can't even see me in the reflection of the TV, standing right in front of it, or anything else in front of the TV. Like I said, if there's just a bright light shining on the TV, then you will see those glares. But aside from that, I think picture quality looks great on this TV. I mean, you're getting a nice, crisp, clear, nice, sharp picture. I think the colors look great. Of course, it's going to come down to, the type of picture mode that you use. And they got a lot of different picture modes to choose from. Me personally, if I want a nice, bright picture where the colors look really vibrant and they really pop, then I'll go for that, that vivid. But they got a lot of other picture modes for you to choose from as well to better fit your liking on how you would like to watch your content. Then of course, this does support Dolby Vision, so we are getting Dolby Vision IQ and all of those modes as well. But I think picture quality looks great. It doesn't matter if I'm watching a YouTube video or a movie, a TV show. I mean, I think it looks great. It handles the dark scenes very well as well. And this is not an OLED display, but it does, the blacks actually look pretty good on this TV as well. And even when it comes to viewing live TV, in my opinion, I think it looks pretty good. No, it's not the sharpest 4K that you're gonna see out there, but I think it does upscale it pretty well. Now, when it comes to viewing angles, stepping off to the side, now, like I said, for me right here, I do have, two big windows, or two windows on the side of the TV. So if I step off far left, then I do get those glares onto the TV, and it just makes that specific viewing angle not as good as when I sit on the right of the TV, because I don't have any windows on the opposite side. So I would say it handles viewing angles okay. When you sit directly in center of the TV, that is going to give you the best picture quality, the best colors. I mean, the colors are going to look a lot more better when sitting, center of the TV. When you start moving off to the side, then that's where the colors will kind of maybe fade away a little bit. It won't look as sharp. But I mean, for the most part, viewing angles do look good. But picture quality doesn't just look good when it comes to watching, content, movies, TV shows, whatever it may be. It also looks really good when gaming on this TV as well. Now, like I mentioned, this TV does have a 165 hertz display, and we do have a dedicated gaming mode. So you're gonna be able to get some smooth gameplay that's going to look good on this TV. I don't notice any type of lag or latency when gaming on this TV. And we do have a dedicated gaming bar to take things even further. And this game bar is going to offer different things like game genre. So you got an AI auto mode, you got a sports mode, FPS, RTS, RPG, you got a standard mode. So you got a bunch of different game genres. You got different themes as well that will match the gaming console that you are playing on at that moment, which is actually pretty cool. You got, dark detail, you can mess with the brightness, you got different crosshairs if you would like to use that for, different shooting games to kind of assist you. It's a crosshair that doesn't go away, and you can choose the, crosshair color adaptation as well. And then you have even more settings in this gaming bar to further, your gaming experience, just to give you an overall better gaming experience. And, I think having a gaming bar like this on a TV for not just, high level gamers, but casual gamers like myself, I think it's great. And then of course you get all of the information up top of that gaming bar as well to let you know, what console you're using, your frames per second at that moment, your HDR, VRR, auto low latency mode, and HSR as well. So I think it's nice that they include this dedicated gaming bar just to give us an overall better gaming experience. And like I said, the gaming experience is great. Okay, now let's talk sound. Now I gotta say, I've always liked the sound that we get from Hisense TVs. I mean, over the past couple of years, me personally, I like the good low end that we get with these TVs. Now this one right here does offer a built-in subwoofer to help with that low end, to kind of, help those out that don't want to dish out the extra money for a sound bar. With this TV, you really don't need to, in my opinion. I mean, the sound kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to sound as good as it does. Got a nice clear sound. Like I said, you're getting a good amount of low end because of that built-in subwoofer in the back. And then of course you could, adjust the bass settings as well if you want a little bit more low end or a little bit less. Me, like I said, I like to hear a little bit more of that low end. I like to feel what it is I'm watching. Of course, it's not one of those big subwoofers that you would get with the soundbar that's gonna shake the whole house. But if you don't have a soundbar, this is gonna do more than just get the job done. But you know what? Here's a little sound test for you guys. Now, of course, the microphone is not going to do the TV justice. This was recorded just straight with the microphones on my smartphone, but this will still kind of give you an idea of what sound is like here on the Hisense U7SG. Check it out.
It's not my fault she's so stressed out.
I know. I'm always acting like the sky is falling.
Look out!
Fight too.
Better than you. Dropping your elbow.
Now, I just want to quickly talk about the overall user interface that we get with this TV right here, and just the overall performance that this TV provides. So first off, this is a Google TV, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So we're going to be able to download all of our favorite Google apps off of the Google Play Store. And I would say when it comes to just the interface and everything, I've always loved Google TVs, and I like the way everything is set up. So I have no complaints when it comes to that with this TV right here. When it comes to overall performance, it does have a nice smooth performance. You're getting smooth scrolling all the way around, but I will say there are some instances, not all the time, just here and there, where I will have moments where it feels like the TV is just kind of trying to catch up to me. If I'm scrolling too fast, it'll kind of pause a little bit, but then catch up. Doesn't happen all the time, but there are some times where it will happen here and there, so I do have to mention that. And then there's this one thing that this TV does as well, just sometimes. It's not all the time, but when it happens, it could be pretty annoying. So there's times where I'm either, changing the input of the TV to, get on my PlayStation and play a game, or trying to get on YouTube. And instead of doing either one of those things, it will automatically go to Netflix. Now, I had a hard time trying to capture this on camera because, like I said, it doesn't happen all the time and I can't make it happen. It's just at random times where it will happen. So I wasn't able to capture it on camera, but when these times do come, yes, it is pretty annoying because it's like, I'm trying to get into YouTube. Why are you going to Netflix? Or I'm trying to go to this input so I can get on my PlayStation. Why are you going to Netflix? And then I got to press home and then do what I wanted to do. Again, it doesn't happen all the time. It's just here and there. So it's not something that's going to happen to you on the daily, but I still need to mention that because it is something that I have personally experienced with this TV, you know, just every now and then. But aside from that, I mean, performance, it's still good. It's still, you know, a fast, smooth, snappy TV. And then of course, you know, we get our, you know, live TV where, you know, we can go through all of the live channels and, you know, they got the whole TV guide and everything. Then you got your app selection and all that. You can download whatever apps that you want to off of the Google Play Store. And there are tons to choose from. And then we also have Google Gemini on this TV as well. Now, I really don't use that for much aside from, you know, creating an image like the image you see right here behind me. I created the, well, I actually just switched. There we go, back to the tiger. So I actually created this tiger image using Google Gemini. So you basically just tell it what you want it to do and it will take all of its AI smartness and create this image for you. And then you can, you know, tell it to create another one and another one if you don't like the first one that it created. It can actually be pretty cool. And it's, you know, something that can, you know, you can make yourself a nice background like this if you want to. That's probably the only time I do use, you know, Google Gemini here on the U7SG. But overall, I mean, when it just comes to overall performance and just using this TV, it's not a bad experience at all. Like I said, there's just those two, quite, you know, a couple little things that can be fixed, probably through like an update or something. Now, just the overall looks and design of the TV itself. I mean, it's nothing crazy. We don't got anything crazy going on here, but it is still a nice looking TV. In my opinion, I think it looks nice here in my living room. I've had it set up here in my living room. It's a nice looking TV. We get, you know, minimal bezel all the way around. We do got some Hisense branding. I would say the base of the TV is a nice sturdy metal build. So definitely a good quality feeling base. And it is pretty hefty as well. I don't know if you saw my unboxing video, but in that video, I did show that metal plate and it looks nice on this TV as well. And then of course we do get all our ports on the side of the TV. We got 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. One is an EARC if you want to hook up a sound bar. We got an ALN, 2 USB inputs, a 3.0 and a 2.0, 1 RF antenna input, 1 optical digital audio out input as well. And then of course we do have that, you know, built-in subwoofer in the back. And then on the bottom of the base there in the back, you can also use that part as kind of like some cable management, which is what I did here. And then going to the remote here, it's not something that, you know, we've never seen from Hisense before. A very familiar looking remote here. You get all your dedicated buttons for, you know, Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Kids, Disney Plus. You got your trackpad and all that, volume, channel buttons, mute buttons, power buttons, input buttons. But one thing I will say about this remote that I noticed is that the buttons tend to fade away pretty quick. You know, I haven't had this TV, you know, it hasn't even been a year yet, but I do notice that some of the buttons are kind of fading away a little bit. Now, I'm not sure if that's because sometimes the remote is put down on its face like that, where the buttons are facing down, or if that's just from us using it. But that is one thing that I did notice. But a cool thing about this remote is that it is a backlit remote. So if you happen to be using it at night, you don't have to worry about turning on any lights just to see what you're doing. The buttons will light up so you can easily, you know, navigate through your TV. But overall, I mean, I think the Hisense U7SG right here, 4K mini LED TV, I think it's a great TV. I love the matte display. Like I said, it doesn't show any reflections or anything. You'll just see a little bit of glare from the lights, but that's pretty much it. I think picture quality is great. The colors look great. Beautiful looking TV. I think it sounds great. I mean, overall, I think most people will be happy having this TV set up in, you know, their living room. Or if you are a gamer, but you don't want a small gaming display, you want a good, you know, big size TV to game on, hey, you're gonna have a good time gaming on this TV as well. But if y'all find yourself interested in this TV right here, I'll make sure to have some links down in the description below or possibly the pinned comment. But if y'all have any questions, maybe something that I didn't answer in this video, I just kind of shared my experience, you know, I'll make sure to try my best to answer your questions. But if you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thanks for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.